Hey guys, Metavoxel here, and today we are on the Dungeon Realm server again. Sorry for not uploading a video earlier. It was a bit down today, so I didn't get to record earlier today, but I'm finally recording, so it should be up tonight. Recording it in the afternoon, so we'll see. Anyways, so what are we talking about today? Today we are going to be talking about player versus enemy tactics. Not player versus player, just how do I fight mobs. And also, not only how does even individual player fight mobs, but how should you set up your group to be able to fight mobs and combat them effectively. I don't think a lot of people know how to effectively fight mobs in this game, and it's a little bit different than regular Minecraft. And even some things are the same in regular Minecraft, so I figured I'd do a quick video on kind of the tactics I use and how to effectively fight mobs, because you can take out a higher tier mob pretty easily if you know what you're doing. You just gotta know what you're doing. And so yeah, that's what's on the plate for today. So I will be back and we will start this lovely video. Alright guys, see you in a second. Hey guys, I'm back, and let's see, what should we go over first? Let us go over arrow techniques here, or bow techniques rather, not arrow techniques. So let's go over some bow techniques against mobs in general. So something a lot of people don't know is about short drawing your bow. So let's grab, this does not work on bow guys, this only, well, it kind of does, but and the bow guy is shooting at me, which I don't really want. Great. I wanted to take a melee guy again. That's just my luck. Got too close. There's that guy. Alright, so bow guys, right, they have to have you in their line of sight using their algorithm. So what we want to do is kind of hide until, yep, there you go. Right, they're dumb enough to sit there and force them into your line of sight, and then you can go crazy on them. Usually this isn't a good tactic against higher tier mobs. Higher tier mobs, you just want to camp. And then, oh, there's 2 tier 3 guys on me. I want to kill this guy before anything else. Alright, so then short drawing your bow is another effective technique. So I can't really demonstrate there because I didn't realize there were that many mobs on me. So let's wait here, regen some health. But yeah, one of the things you can use with arrow guys is, so I gotta look close to the mic there, is when they're shooting at you, they have to get into your line. They have to see you in their line of sight. If they don't see you in your line of sight, they're gonna go up to you closer. Really good tactic to use if you are having trouble. Bow guys, you know, hide behind a tree or some kind of, hopefully there's some kind of cover they have, and then they'll sit there and come after you, and that's pretty good. Alright, let's see, is that a melee guy? Yeah, it looks like a melee guy. Alright, yep, there you go. So next technique we're going to talk about, oh, and there's 2 of them, is short drawing your bow, like so. So if you sit there and quick draw your bow, it doesn't matter in Dungeon Realms how much you draw your bow back, it doesn't do any more damage. So you can short draw your bow, keep enemies at bay, back up. We're going to hit them here with ice weapons, slow them down a little bit, recharge your stamina, and we effectively dealt with that mob. That wasn't too much health. And we're going to do that here again. I got thorns on, that's a particle effect. Let's not waste the arrows here. Yeah, these tier 3 guys are a bit fast, but yeah, short draw your bow. Let your end move around a little bit, hit them with ice if you have it, which slows them down. Ice bows are really effective against these guys. In general. I'm sure I'm getting shot by a tier 3 it feels. Maybe not. Okay. Alright, there we go. Boom. Okay, so that's kind of one of the bow techniques. Let's demonstrate it again on one guy, because 2 guys is a bit much to see in full action. So he's going to come at us. Hopefully you don't get another T3 guy on us, so he's going to be dumb and try to climb up that. So I wouldn't necessarily say wait till he's that close, but yeah, use kind of this short drawing bow technique, and you can keep mobs at bay for quite a while, like so. And you know, bows use a little bit less stamina, and you know, you can let them get a little closer and use that short draw bowing technique, especially against golems. Let's demonstrate it against this golem. especially since the golems get a little bit more knockback when you hit them. So watch. Like this, and this is how, kind of the best way to, well, he teleported away, because he got too far away. But yeah, that is one of the things we can do. Let's see, now, another thing is that mobs automatically despawn, just like I showed you. So let's say we are in a pickle. Let's pretend that my health down is, I don't know, like 300 or something really low for me. I know obviously this is different for different tiers, but just wanted to demonstrate it. Oh no, tier 1 guy, whatever will I do? See, let's eat some apples, because apples are good. Apple day, keep the doctor away. And let's demonstrate this kind of running away of, or this disappearing of mobs. Let's say I'm in a pickle, right? Let's say I'm going to hit that tier 2 guy, and oh crap, I hit that tier 3 guy. Oh my god, what do? I can't take a tier 3 guy. I have tier 2 armor. Let's say, right? It's like, oh my god, I'm getting hit. So, if we run away long enough, this mob will eventually disappear. Yep, see, like that. So that is another thing. If you're ever stuck in a pickle, mobs automatically despawn if you did not know that. So that is a great method to use. What else is there? I think, as far as bow guys are probably the hardest, especially with the knockbacks once you get some higher tiers. So one of the methods you can use is, let's see, where's my treehouse of awesomeness that I have to parkour up? Here it is. Don't know who's shooting at me. Oh, some crappy guys. Okay. Don't care about you guys. So we're gonna go up here, right? Now, that guy. We're gonna do a corner jump here. This is a nice camping spot, but you know, arrow guys. Let's pull an arrow guy here. Missed. Yeah. So camping far away, hitting him. If you're a good shot, at least. Yeah. He's gonna try to hit us, or come closer maybe. I don't know. Let's see if he comes closer when I'm out. No, I'm a bit too far away as far as camping. God, there he goes. There we go. We got him. Now let's. Whoa, lag. I don't know why I got that frame drop there. I apologize. So we will sit there and we can effectively, and we can, you know, hide behind here. And this is kind of, now he wants to see you in his range of sight, so don't get too far out of his range of sight. And they also have a specific block, or they can only shoot so high. So notice how he's not hitting us. This is another way you can dispose of. Let's tier 3 guys far away. That's what I'm doing right now. It's pretty effective right now. And he's dead. So notice how he couldn't have hit us. That's kind of an effective method. Is kind of, that's how, you know, camping's one of the most effective ways to dispose of. Sir. Alright, now is an effective way of disposing of higher level. Ooh, iron sword there. What's that? That's kind of crappy. But we got an iron sword, so oops, didn't use tier 3 on that. But yeah, that's kind of the methods you want to use in general. Now let's see if there's any more we can use. Oh god, get away. Get away. Yeah, but with bow guys, I would say camping far away is a good strategy here. So is kind of getting, if they're too far away, sneak, you know, hiding behind barrier until they're in line of sight, like the algorithm says. Algorithm is just something, that's a code that tells them what to do and fight you. So that's another effective technique you can use. Just hide behind the barrier and they will come and attack you. It's pretty smart. If you are, you know, let's say you don't have a bow, you can't really snipe them well, use that technique. Very effective. So watch this. Let's just take this tier 2 guy, right? We're gonna hide, right? So he's gonna come up to us because he doesn't see us. He's gonna be right there. He went around the other way. But yeah, he's got to find you in his range of sight. So he's gonna go around barriers like so. Effective technique, I think. But camping far away, Good technique against arrow guys. I mean, you can do it against sword guys. Just be warned, if you do, once you kill enough guys, you might have to, let's see, you might have to, jump down and go into some situations you'd rather not be in, especially if you're like saying guys that are about 2 or 3 tiers, or well, that's not 2 or 3 tiers above you, but like a tier above you, like let's say T4, T5, T5, you might have to jump down, and that's never good. But anyways, I will get back and we will talk about group tactics next. I think that's about us. Yeah, I think we covered most of the PvE stuff. We covered gold. Wolves are tricky, but actually, should we go to Jagged Rocks? All right. We'll go to Jagged Rocks to cover. Well, we covered golems, arrow guys. And that's about most of the mobs in there. Wolves are usually not that much health, so pretty much just hit them and don't let them jump at you. They're mostly almost all melee anyways. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. Well, not thanks for watching. We're not done yet. What am I doing? Thinking this video. Yeah, we're gonna go over how to have group, or how to set up your group for raids. I will be back in a second. Hey guys, Metavoxel back here again. So okay, let's see, what are we talking about? Yes, we are going over the group, kind of what you want your raid group to have. This fourth guy we're going to talk about, kind of optional, but will increase your drops. But I figured I'd pick 4 because it's kind of the amount of people you have on a raid, right? So first off, we're going to go over the tank, and that is my preferred style here. For my iPhone because it went off. Sorry about that. So my preferred style is tanking, having a lot of health, a lot of armor. That's my preferred style. So what you want when you have that, right, is you want it to say, have armor. It'll say armor right on the top there. 7 to 7%, 9 to 11%, 4%, right? And I'll have this HP regen as well. And I have that up there. But that's a little bit different. So yeah, that's kind of what you want. Lots of health. Usually the armor, like 9 to 11, 7 to 7, usually has a lot more health. And that's kind of what you want the tank to have, is a lot of health. Also, let's go over the elemental damage types. So you have fire, right? You have ice, and you have poison. Those are kind of your 3 main elemental types you're going to have. I don't have poison on me, but I do have a fire bow here. Fire damage plus 30, so that does, 30 damage over time. Per second or per tick or whatever it is in Minecraft. You have ice damage, which slows enemies down. And also, it does a little bit more, but it also has a side effect of slowing it down. And also, you have slow and blind, which aren't quite elemental, but what those do is obviously slow, is pretty self-explanatory, and blind isn't really helpful on mobs, but it is great for PvP because it will make them so they can't see very well. So yeah, that's one thing. Now what else? Yeah, so tanks. So yeah, you kind of want to have this guy sits there, aggroes all the guys, goes in and is able to tank a bunch of hits, right? That's you need that guy. You need that guy, who to follow. And aggroes all the guys, takes all the hits, and yeah, that's kind of my preferred play style. So you want to have a lot of health. I'm wearing T4, so I got like 4.3k, which isn't a lot. You can get almost up to 10,000, I think, but it's pretty decent. So that's the first guy you want to have, and then the second guy here. Second guy you want to have is you want to have somebody with a lot of DPS. Now, what is DPS? DPS is damage per second. Damage per second is super helpful if you want to deal lots of damage. So, if it's really, really awesome if you just want to deal a lot of damage all the time. Oh, let's say hi to back. He seems cool. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Vex on. Pretty exciting, I guess. What else? Okay, so yeah, DPS. Like I said, a lot of damage per second. Usually I see DPS guys with dodge or reflect and stuff like that, so that's also good. But you want DPS because that's damage per second. That deals it's a lot to like, let's say you got a lot of DPS. If you have all DPS stuff, you're gonna deal massive amount of damage. So you're gonna want a guy who has like this ridiculous DPS, has over like powered weapons with like elemental damage. That's the kind of the second guy. Less so about health while the tank is aggroing guys, more about dealing massive amounts of damage so you can kill mobs quickly. I mean, make sure he has to make sure that he doesn't get hit, but usually they have usually they also have some kind of dodge or reflect on their armor. At least that's what I've noticed, so that's also good if you have DPS, because you're not going to be able to tank as many hits, but dodging and reflecting and all that and blocking should offset that. That's what I was looking for. Anyways, the next guy you want to have is the bow guy. This guy is kind of intermediate. He has some DPS. Like if he wants to short draw his bow, and also his DPS is usually better with melee, and you also want not only DPS, but you want him to have a decent amount of health too. He's gonna be the kind of guy who sits in the back and arches, and you know, is kind of the support for your group. Usually, always having a good arching weapon is always necessary, but you want that one guy who's always really good with a bow, good at short drawing. Also, it's also really good if he has a lot of energy too. Energy regen is pretty good, just so you can short your draw bow like so. So that's another thing. Like if you don't know what short drawing is, watch earlier in the video. I kind of explain it, or I explain it there. And then yeah, so that's kind of the third guy. And then the fourth guy you want to have. This guy is kind of optional, but helps out a lot. Fourth guy you want to have in your group is a guy with gold find and item find, or one or the other, or both, whatever. They're really hard to come by, but it's really helpful to have. That's why he's optional, to come across, you know, gold find or item find. But usually this is a good guy to have, because when you want him to have a bow or even a sword, really it doesn't matter. Like, gold find is so rare, and so is item find. I haven't even seen item find yet, but apparently it exists. So you want a guy with gold find, item find armor, so that will increase either gem drops or item drops. Especially when you get to T3 and T4, this is super helpful, so you don't have to fight elites as much, and you get a lot of non-elite drops as well. You don't only get drops from elites, especially once you get to T4. But anyways, let's see. I think that's about it. My fraps is red. I don't know why. I think that means it's recording. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of what the group setup you want to have is. So if you have any questions, is that the end of the video? Yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. We've been recording for almost 20 minutes now, so I just want to do a quick video on how you should set up your raid groups, kind of single tactics, you know, personal tactics that should help you out in PvE. Maybe one day I'll do PvP, but I'm not that good with PvP unless I have a bow, so well, we will see about that. If I missed anything, please comment. I might update this, well, not update this video, but I might do a second one if there's a lot of things I missed. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this video helps you out. Thank you very much. This has been Metavoxel. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and I also live stream sometimes. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Alright, bye guys.